as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set. 42, Mike, 42. In your face.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Going deep this time for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Below Nichols. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Room here to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On first, here's Washington. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 22 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jones throwing on first down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
319.
Check me out.
On first and goal, Washington. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. DeAndre Washington. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should have listened to you, partner.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Second and 4.
What a 50 that you want from here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Blue 58. Get that run. Mike's 59. Mike.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer 1st down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Packers! Taywan Taylor, 78 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Here we go, jumbo! 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 1, Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Taywan Taylor. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 1 yard to go.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 50,
I know he ain't got it. Begin.
They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the give, this is Cohen. Again, he finds an opening. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Look, squeeze. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
26.
Rodgers now to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
60 yards. Leo. Rush in.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on, QB, come on.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, 626.
58 to mine. 58 to mine. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught outright by Graham. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Tighten up.
On first down, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Washington. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Rodgers dancing to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late, and the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 28-yard line.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Trubisky to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Trubisky will throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Rashawn Gary. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
258.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They come out here in the eye. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop it.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
On 1st down, Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Green Bay, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.